Hi, welcome to Charlie's Craft Corner. I'm glad you could make it. This is going to be the first in a series of holiday ideas for your home, and we're going to kick things off with just some really simple ornaments to paint. For this, all you're really going to need is paint of your choice, some baking soda, paintbrush, some warm water napkins, and be prepared to make a mess. A good attitude is always helpful. I love these because they're really quick to dry, fun to make, and they're perfect for everyone to personalize. And so let's get to it. So we're going to be making Christmas ornaments. I want to start with just a really basic, simple ornament, but instead of just putting like a regular old color, I want it to be matte. That texture is going to be phenomenal. And honestly, all you need to do that is some baking soda. I'm going to do just a really nice dark green and Napa red. I'm going to slowly add in my baking soda and stir and add and pump as needed. I've seen a lot of people do this where they're making like a terracotta, which can be nice, but I don't need a really strong paste for that. This glass isn't really going to take nearly as much. So last year at Christmas, I was pretty broke and I just moved in with my roommate, bestie for sure. But two people being broke, looking for Christmas stuff. We went to Dollar Tree for our ornaments and there's subpar, but then there's just trash. And this year, it's not gonna be like that. I really wanted some dark colors to go with the living room. I'm probably gonna spruce it up with a little bit of gold or bronze. So starting with that, I'm just gonna let it dry a little bit. I got a foam block and then just got some little small dowels. Ta-da! Take it, break it. All in all, drying time for this is probably only going to be like 20 minutes. So baking soda is going to make everything dry way faster. It's good to experiment and play around with how much baking soda you're going to use. The more you do it, the more texture you have, but if you add just a little bit, you're just going to have a nice finish. And sometimes it's all you need to really spruce things up. Lucky enough for me, plastic ornaments were on sale when I went. So, because I drop everything, when that happens here, they won't shine. So it's nice with the family. It's really simple craft. These bottles of paint only cost like 97 cents each. Cheapo thing of baking soda. The drying time isn't even gonna be that long. Ornaments are plastic, so they're durable, they'll last long. Drop them, throw them. Have a fun day with it. I definitely will be investing in another sponge brush. I used to have one. Don't know what happened to it, so it's great. Improvise. This is turning out nice. It's layer number 2. It's also really fun, just because I think when it comes to like holiday ornaments, Christmas ornaments, it's such a classic. You know, it's just an orb, super simple. You can make it sleek, make it shiny, just texture. Huge person for texture. A little bit of texture adds a lot. I'm also gonna add probably some gold or bronze to this because I love these dark moody colors, but adding that little bit of metal is gonna class it up. Keep things cheery and bright. I have a whole color palette that I planned out for these, and right now, just keeping it simple. But I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of this, I've got 5 colors, 2 metals, and something else crazy that probably wouldn't belong in it. But that's just going back to the fun of making your own ornaments. You get to do it for you. last year, it's like super broke and I didn't have any time because I was working to try and stop being broke. Got a really craftastic Christmas tree. I mean, it was sad. I called it our Charlie Brown tree and we chose it, but it was like 40 bucks, I think. And then we went to Dollar Tree and just got some cheap ass dollar store ornaments. And it was better than nothing. But this year, the kids are gonna be with us. I want it to be special. I want the color magic sparkle. But I also don't want to break the bank again because they need toys. So let's see, this is like 97 cents. 2 bottles for 97 cents, $3 for some baking soda, 50 ornaments just about for $6 a box. This is way more cost effective. It just takes a little time. Not a lot of time either. This baking soda is gonna make everything dry super fast. Gonna save time. I'm just gonna set it to the side. Get started on whatever color I wanna do next, and by the time those are done, those are dry. Keeping it with the colors, I am super excited for using to tie them up with. I bought this very nice velvet ribbon, and those moody colors are gonna go perfect with everything. I'm really excited for this holiday season. Been hearing a lot of weather predictions that with the El Nino, we're gonna be getting snow, potentially gonna be getting snow. I know I grew up in the mountains, and so I'm definitely familiar with snow, but it's been a few years since I've moved and I miss it. I would love to have a really snowy winter. I remember, I think it was 2011, it snowed on Christmas Day, and usually snows around February where I'm at. That was probably one of the most magical holidays. So here we go. It's gonna be nice to the touch, honestly. I like the touch of everything. Anybody on Christmas caroling? Is that like a thing that people still do? I know, like, I've heard of it and I've seen it out in public, but you always see in those videos or movies people going door to door caroling, and that weirded me out when I first heard the idea. It's not done where I'm from. It could be cool to witness though. When I was a kid, I remember one year my parents did an entirely natural Christmas tree. They were super broke, so they got a tree, and my mom would gather pine cones and feathers. She would paint the pine cones. She added something else. Oh, we made popcorn garland. That was so cool. And then on Christmas morning, glitter, like a trail. It wasn't really glitter. It was little tiny cutouts of reindeer, and it led to the Christmas tree. And there was like a whole note from Santa, milk and cookies, reindeer feed. So one of the projects from the school that I was at sent me home with reindeer food to put out for the reindeers that night. They really went all out to make it magical. Very, very fond memories. So we've got all this going on. Tell me what you think. It's still dry, so I can't really... I'm gonna show up to work just covered in paint. Telling me it was a body painting competition gone wrong. This might be a fun addition to finger painting too, if you think about it. I have a lot of texture that the kids would enjoy. So I was on Pinterest and I found so many inspirations, if you will. I really did find a lot. That day I just sat and I just mixed paints and made so many different colors. I think I had like a color palette of 7 different colors. 3 or 4 of them were matte, glittery, metallic paints out. Then I also wanted to do a little bit of like some shiny amber or something darker. I can find a way to pull that off. We're gonna do a pattern just to spice things up. It's gonna be simple, minimal. The color and the texture are doing a lot. Something cute, something fun, just to add that little bit of space. I chose to do a copper instead of gold. Copper look is fun. I mean, I love doing this. I'm having so much fun right now. But if someone handed me just like a blank canvas, it doesn't matter how much texture I have to play with, the cool colors that I can work with. I do not enjoy just painting on a blank thing. It's just not fun. I like to work with, anything like this. It's even more fun to work around it. So there's number 1. I think that with the green, this copper is also going to look really nice against it. And so, here you have it. I'm definitely happy with how these colors, that metal metallic look right against that nice matte. Done! And that's that. Thanks for checking out my first project. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. It's gonna help me reach more people like us. As always, don't forget to follow, share, and subscribe. And if you make any of these ornaments, please post them and tag me, use the hashtag. I would love to see what you make. And of course, any suggestions. I would love suggestions on stuff to make. Thank you.